Hey everybody, this is Brian with Bear Cards 34. Welcome back for another Throwback Thursday. This is going to be the 1991 action-packed Series 1. Just as a heads up for later, I do have the action-packed Rookie Update series that I'll be opening on a later Throwback video. I think the Update series is probably going to be a little more exciting, lots of rookies and things like that. However, I already have the Rookie Update set, and I do not have the first edition, the first series set. I probably have about 25% of this set. Didn't get a whole bunch of these back in the day. They were a little more expensive, but definitely happy to have those now. So as you can see on the front, we are looking for 24 karat gold stamped cards. There also, it says certificates good for 18 karat solid gold cards. Those certificates, probably wouldn't come in handy these days. But anyway, we'll go ahead and rip this open and see what we can get. All right, so here we go. Say no to drugs, good advice. Okay, here we are. So while there may not be very many rookie cards in this edition, there definitely are. Randall Cunningham, very cool. There are lots and lots of Hall of Famers in here. So obviously this will no longer apply, but that'd be pretty cool. 288 card action pack factory set, 24 karat gold stamped. Yeah, there you go. So here we go. We'll go ahead and just rip in. My hope is to get, Barry Sanders and some of those guys. Wow. Okay. Here we go. And I'd love to pull a 24 karat gold card. That would be pretty sweet. So here we are. This is the typical set. Greg Lloyd, Jacob Green, Roy Green. And I'll tell you one thing I really like about these. They have the picture, and on the back they have action note, and it'll actually show you what the picture was. So right here, with great concentration and touch, Roy makes a fingertip grab versus the Rams. So there we are. So each of these has an action, what was it called? Action note. Ken Harvey, Shane Conlon, and Daryl Talley. All right, next up. And I think that's kind of cool, being able to actually know what is going on. Like right here, we've got the late Keith McCants tackling, I believe, who's that? Brad Muster, maybe? So the action note, Keith swallows up, Bears running back Brad Muster on December 23rd, 1990. So yeah, I really like that they actually show you that. So Hall of Famer Darryl Green, Jeff Hostetler in his Super Bowl. In fact, that's probably what it'll say right there. Connects with receiver Stephen Baker for a 14-yard touchdown in the Super Bowl. Very cool. Harold Green, Alvin Walton, and Craig Ironhead Hayward. I always really liked Action Packed as a kid. They were different than the rest. And if you notice here, the player, just the player, is glossy. And obviously popped out, so you get that kind of three-dimensional type look. So even the player in the background is not just the player that's highlighted there. Burt Grossman, Dave Craig, Pepper Johnson, the late great Jerome Brown, Dino Hackett, and Brian Noble. Next up. Ooh, who is that? Peter Tom Willis. So Dan Saliamoa is definitely... Oh, Mike Tomczak, 5-yard loss, quarterback sack on December 29th. Man, my Bears are getting killed in these cards, huh? Robert Clark, Jerry Ball, Paul Gruber, Hall of Famer, the late great Cortez Kennedy, and Roger Craig, who I think should be in the Hall of Fame. And maybe one day will be. We'll see. His 1985 season was amazing. 1,000 yards rushing and receiving, a part of a lot of the 49ers Super Bowls. Steve Christie, Gerald Williams, the late Wes Hopkins, Pat Leahy, and Ronaldo Turnbull. All right. And next up, we got Jeff Cross, Ray Agnew, Daniel Stubbs, Richard Johnson, Daryl Thompson, and then Ed West. And I wasn't really paying attention. Let me double check. I don't think any of these were a 24 karat gold card, but let me double check real quick. Okay, so I didn't notice any in there. And if I remember right, on these ones, it's just a little foil stamp that says 24K. They do have these. This is from, what year is this? 92, I believe. Yeah, these were numbered out of 500. And these ones obviously are very noticeable. This is Jay Hilgenberg. I also have one of James Brooks. You know, those really stand out. I think, and I don't know, that might be what the mail-in ones are, the certificates, but I think we're looking for something just right there. So I'll try to keep an eye on that. However, if I don't mention it and I pull one, and you notice it in the video, let me know in the comments. So speaking of Jay Hilgenberg, there we go. Charles Mann, he was quite awesome. Steve Atwater, Mark Murphy, Mike Pryor, and Kevin Ross. Yeah, some of these packs open pretty easily, and other ones takes a bit of an effort. That's a cool looking picture. I like that one. Ernest Givens, Utah State alum Greg Cregan, go Aggies, Marv Cook, Richard Johnson, Gene Atkins, father of Geno Atkins, I believe, and Brent Williams. All right, next up, we've got a Ray Childress, former All-Pro, Bill Brooks as well. Great, Lawrence Taylor. Let's see what he was doing there. Wraps up quarterback Troy Aikman for the first of his 3 sacks on September 9th of 1990. Pretty awesome. Man, he was good. Heath Sherman, Bruce Hill, and Wilbur Marshall. Great linebacker. Played some very successful years with the Bears before moving over to Washington. All right, the late Jarvis Williams, Tony Page, Lewis Oliver, Steve Wisniewski, Bruce Armstrong, and Carl Lee. All right, next up we've got Ken Norton Jr., great linebacker for the Cowboys during their dynasty. Dino Hackett, Eddie Brown, Leonard Smith. Oh, there's a good one right there. Jerry Rice and Nesby Glasgow. So there's Jerry, and in that picture, he was glancing back at the Packers defense on a season-high 64-yard touchdown catch on November 4th. He was great. I'm really happy to have that card. I know I did not have that one before today. And that's definitely one of the ones I would most like to get. So, Tim Green, who I believe passed away recently. Yeah. Steve Broussard, Rodney Holman, David Fulcher. Loved David Fulcher. That's a cool card right there. Ozzie Newsome. I'm assuming he caught that. 4-yard score against the 49ers in October of 1990. Very cool. And then Thane Gash. All right, next up, got Ernest Biner. I sent him a TTM a little while back, and I heard that he did those. I even included a little bit of cash. I'm yet to get that back. I'm hoping one of these days that will be returned. When I was a kid, I wrote to him, and he did, free of charge, write me back, which I thought was pretty awesome. James Brooks, one of my very favorite players in the NFL. Other than Barry Sanders, he was pretty much my favorite running back. And look at his stats. I mean, I don't know what happened in 1987, that strike year. He only averaged 3 yards a carry. But look at that, 5.3, 5.1, 5.6, 5.1, career average of almost 5 yards a carry with over 10,000 yards rushing and receiving, plus all his kick returning. He had a great career. Just one of the kind of semi-forgotten players from that time period, but I thought he was fantastic. And definitely should be a member of the Hall of the Very Good, at least. Anyway, I really liked him. Hassan Jones, Anthony Carter, Mark Jackson, Kelvin Martin, Tommy Kane, and Reuben Mays. Ruben Mays had an outstanding rookie season in 1986. I believe injuries kind of slowed him down, but man, he was good for a little bit there. The great Bruce Smith, the great Thurman Thomas, the very good Neil Anderson, and I think this might be a checklist card right here. Yeah, that's what that is. So that's checklist cards number 1 through 72. Mark Carrier, who was really good. Mike Singletary, awesome. And Anthony Munoz, another Hall of Famer right there. Good pack. All right, next up we got Simon Fletcher. Carl Mecklenburg, that's a nice card. Look at all that mud. That's a great football card. Darian Connor, Mike Rozier. Great college player, very good NFL player as well. Ickey Woods and Brad Muster. All right, next up, still searching for that 24 karat gold card, which I, hope I didn't miss. And I don't think they're guaranteed per box either, so just kind of have to hope we get lucky in this. New Hall of Famer Leroy Butler, Gary Anderson, and Carnell Lake, who I believe, Carnell Lake was born in Salt Lake City, Utah, just like me. Awesome. Okay, next up, we have got Dexter Carter, return man for the 49ers. Steve Tasker, Ricky Jackson, the great Tom Hudson, Willie Flipper Anderson, and Jay Schrader for the Raiders. Next up. Anyway, if you're still watching, I appreciate you guys checking these out. It's kind of fun for me to go back and rip these after all these years, and a lot of these cards I know I haven't seen before, so I'm excited to pull out my binder and fill a bunch of open spaces. It's always a nice feeling. I used to love that as a kid, but I still even enjoy that nowadays, to look at those binders with the, I would leave the spots open for the cards I was missing so that I could put those in, and that is the case with this set, so it's going to be fun to kind of sort these cards out and fill it in and see how close my binder is to filling up. Leslie O'Neal and Broderick Thomas. If I remember right, I think he's related to Mike Singletary, if I remember right. Maybe don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure, if memory serves. That would have been a fact I knew back in like 1990. Not so sure now, but I think so. Steve Walsh, Brad Baxter, Ken O'Brien, Keith Byers, Sammy Smith, and Richmond Webb. All right, we have got 3 more packs. Hopefully we can pull a 24 karat gold card. I think, oh, there's a really nice one right there. Troy Aikman, what was he doing on that? Hits Kelvin Martin for a first down on November 4th, 1990, prior to suffering a season-ending shoulder injury in December of that year. And then former number 1 draft pick Jeff George. But yeah, if I remember right, oh, there's a really nice one. Bo Jackson. Wow, so he runs left, spins and reverses direction for a 88-yard run to the 1-yard line. 3rd straight 100-yard game against the Bengals. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's right before an 88-yard rip. But yeah, I think it was Silver Sport. I think they ripped, it might have been this year. It was a year of action-packed, and I think they got one of the 24 karat gold cards and didn't notice it at the moment. Kind of saw that later. That's what I'm hoping to avoid. Although, hey, I'd rather pull one and miss it initially than not get one at all. But we shall see. All right, second to last pack. Charles Haley, Gary Clark, Eric Green. I think we got another checklist. Yep. Ronnie Lott. That's a nice one. Oh, great. That's a great one right there. Joe Montana. And a Vinny Testaverde 67-yard scoring pass to Brent Jones in September of 1990. Awesome. All right, last pack. Last pack. Here we go. Will we get a 24-karat gold card? All right. Andre Rison. Deion Sanders. That's a cool card right there. Keith McKellar. Boomer Esiason. James Francis. Oh, that's a great card to end on, though, and I don't have that. So Emmitt Smith. That's him after his rookie season. 22-yard pickup against the Jets in November of 1990. Nice. So, yeah, I don't think we got a 24-karat gold card in there, but we got lots and lots of... Whoa, he's not one. Lots and lots of Hall of Famers. Nice to add these to my collection. Did not get a Barry Sanders, so assuming they made him in Series 1. Don't have that one yet, but anyway, I definitely am going to be closer to my set. And a lot of fun to rip that. And like I said, I will be back to rip the update coming up on a later video. But for now, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and hope you guys enjoyed that rip from the old days. And as always, go Bears. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back with more videos in the near future. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks for watching.